Not only did they give me a great deal, but they also helped me secure an amazing interest rate. Now I know firsthand why Heffley has such a great reputation in this community.
I ride with Heffley Motor Company, so you should too.
Finding the right home can be a tough decision. But finding the right lender doesn't have to be. With 32 years of experience, the Mortgage Center knows how to find the right loan for you that requires little or no money down. The Mortgage Center's mobile-friendly website makes the application process quick and stress-free. And as always, you'll want to get pre-approved before you contact any real estate agent or builder. Whether you're purchasing or refinancing, call the Mortgage Center at 304-267-9040 or visit mortgagefinancing.com today.
2 years of COVID prove that we no longer have a government of, for, or by the people, with governors nationwide locking down their states through mandates. Schools are teaching critical race theory to our kids, and we have career politicians on both the federal and state level who will do anything to protect their jobs. Fixing it starts at home with people just like you stepping up to lead. I am not a career politician. I am just like you, a citizen who wants our country back. I'm Janet McNulty, the no-nonsense candidate for delegate for District 94.
Paid for by candidate.
Life can get in the way these days. We all know that. Work commitments, social commitments, volunteer commitments, family commitments. You put your heart into all of it. You've got enough to worry about already. Your roof shouldn't be one of those things. Everything should just work. But when your roof is in need of an upgrade, you shouldn't have to worry about that either. Modern Renovations, your 4-state roofing solution. Reminding you that home is where the heart really is.
The following is a special sports broadcast presentation of Talk Radio WRNR Martinsburg. Play ball! It's time for the fun and excitement of West Virginia high school baseball. Today's game is being brought to you by
Bechtel Jewelers, the Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations, CMA Honda of Winchester, Hagerstown Ford, the Mansion Ferretti Law Firm, the Mountaineer Grill and Pub, the Mirius Group of Financial Advisors, Orsini's Home Store, Modern Realty Results, Kent Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, and the Skinner Law Firm.
And now for the pregame show. Let's go out to the field and join our Talk Radio WRNR broadcast team.
All right. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Socastee High School in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Nick Verzolini alongside me, Spencer Dupuis, Colin McLaughlin on camera, and Avery Newport back in the studio in Martinsburg as we play game number 1 for an EPAC school in the Mingo Bay Classic between the Martinsburg Bulldogs and the High Point Cougars, High Point Christian Cougars, a team that is known as a power in the state of North Carolina, and Martinsburg will have a big test today as the Bulldogs coming off of a successful weekend, Spencer.
Yeah, definitely. An emotional win on Friday night there at home as they honored their late assistant head coach, Brett Twigg, as they renamed the indoor hitting facility after him, able to get the Carson Boomer, who wears the same number that Brett Twigg did in his Martinsburg days, able to get the walk-off there on Friday night. And then they were able to get a sweep over Smithsburg and Williamsport on Saturday in a tournament style there in Maryland. So great job for that on Saturday after a tough beginning to the week for Martinsburg.
Yeah, it was a tough beginning of the week. Lost the first 2 games in the EPAC to Jefferson, Washington, and going against 2 of the better pitchers in the EPAC in those games, Spencer. So, that was to be expected, and it doesn't get easier. They're playing in the A bracket down here at Myrtle Beach, but as we'll hear from Coach Byler in a few minutes, that was a great this is a great opportunity to get the kids out of school and continue to work on things against competition levels that may be equivalent to or even higher than what you'll see if you're able to reach the state tournament.
Yeah, definitely. And we kind of saw this with Martinsburg basketball in December when we were traveling down to South Carolina as well for the Hilton Head tournament there. and it kind of got the players out of the frame of mind of being at home, going home, and kind of got them out of the Eastern Panhandle into a little bit nicer weather. And it's a lot nicer weather here than it is in the Eastern Panhandle right now, as we'll get into it later with the weather sponsor when we do the weather. But right now, Nick, it's 61 and sunny. I don't think you can get that in Martinsburg at the moment.
No. Last I checked, it was snowing yesterday in Martinsburg, and I'm certain it's not great today. But when you talk about the type of competition Martinsburg will face in this tournament, High Point Christian Academy has been as a two-time state champion in the state of North Carolina. They've been to the Final Four multiple times: 08, 2010, 2011, 2013, 2015, 2017, and they were the runner-ups last year in the state tournament, and were also runner-ups in 14-16. So really, over the last decade or so, they have been one of the best schools in the state, and it will be a good challenge for the Bulldogs today, and an opportunity to really get a good momentum win. But we will take our first 3-minute break. On the other side of that break, we will hear from both teams' head coaches. This is the Mingo Bay Classic on Talk Radio WRNR and TV10.
Ever try to collect on an insurance claim? Perhaps a homeowner's claim, auto accident, or fire? Insurance companies collect money from you for protection should something bad happen. And when it does, they don't want to pay, or they offer too little. At Mansion Ferretti, we have an attorney who worked defending insurance companies and knows all the dirty tricks they play to deny or lowball your claim. Call us today for help in getting what you really deserve. Mansion Ferretti, when you need justice.
Remember when you were a little kid and saw your first deer?
Oh, how cute.
As an adult, maybe you've had a different experience.
Where'd that come from?
Bambi mess up your dream machine? Call Cody's Auto Body today at 304-901-4777 and get the work done right the first time. Cody's Auto Body, 851 Wilston Street in Martinsburg, has a team of auto body professionals with a lifetime of experience putting your ride back together again, regardless of how it got that way. Cody's Auto Body.
I'm Jason Barrett. I'm running for state senate because I believe it's time to build an even better West Virginia. That starts with a less burdensome tax policy, reliable internet service, a strong education system, and a robust tourism industry. I believe this building starts right here in Jefferson and Berkeley counties.
I ask for your support and your vote in the May 10th Republican primary.
Paid for by Friends of Jason Barrett.
Are you considering selling your home and don't know where to start? Then call Chris Ross and the Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. A Martinsburg High School graduate, Chris knows the local market, and he's proven it as #1 real estate team in West Virginia in 2019. Phone Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams at 304-579-7349 or go to callchrisross.com. Let's celebrate your real estate milestone together.
Insurance companies like to play games. They say they're on your side, but they aren't. We have a team that can handle any curveball they throw. At Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson, you get a dedicated lawyer, and every case gets a team effort. So you get nearly 150 combined years of experience going to bat for you. And we like to win. Join the team that takes your personal injury case seriously. Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson. We play hardball.
Hi, this is Rob Mario. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call 304-262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
We welcome you back to the Mingo Bay Classic in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Nick Verzolini alongside me, Spencer Dupuis. We'll now get into our coaches' interviews here on the Cody's Body Shop countdown to first pitch. Cody's Body Shop at 851 Wilson Street in Martinsburg, where you get the work done right the first time. Call 304-901-4777 or visit their Facebook page. We'll start with the head coach of the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Aaron Byler, and move over to the opponent. Now joined by the head coach of the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Aaron Byler. Coach, 2 wins over the weekend on Saturday for your team. What did you like about those performances now heading into the Mingo Bay Classic?
You know, it's kind of two squeeze games, if you want to call them that. You got the big emotional game Friday night, and then you got the trip to Myrtle, leading up after that. So I was proud with how they focused and concentrated and took care of business against those two teams.
So you have this High Point team to begin this tournament, and you guys are in the A bracket, so it's going to be a big challenge. And this team has been to multiple state tournaments, state championship, Final Fours, stuff like that. So a good way for you guys to get some good competition down here throughout the tournament.
Yeah, I mean, they're the real deal. They're gonna play really good baseball, and I'm sure they're gonna run somebody out there on the mound that's very competitive. But like I told our guys, this it counts for the record, but it does. Everybody makes the playoffs. Everybody makes the playoffs. So why not come down here this year and kind of see some of these quality teams, because it's only gonna make us better when we get into sectional play. So we're excited for the opportunity.
And what's it like to have the regular season and the teams that you're going to play in state and some playoff games, and then you come down here and not only are you trying to win and be competitive, but also have a little bit of fun with the team and get them kind of away from school and everything else?
Yeah, I think it's nice. I think it's really good for the team camaraderie and stuff like that. Kind of get them away from the school setting and the everyday grind of the baseball season, and kind of worry about baseball for a certain point of the day, but also be able to hang out with your buddies and have some fun away from Martinsburg and just kind of enjoy some nice weather, because it's not very nice back there right now. So, like I said, we're excited. I love this trip. This is something that we enjoy doing, and we're excited to play baseball on a beautiful field in nice warm weather.
So you have Carson Boomer pitching for you today. He's been great all year for you and really has stepped up when you've had some injuries and just guys out of the rotation. So what are you looking for him today, and what will it take to get a win?
Just looking for him to compete and throw strikes. A lot of people forget that he's a sophomore. I'm probably not doing him any favors. His last start out was against the number one ranked team in the state in Jefferson, and now he's going against High Point, who's state championship after state championship, like you said, in North Carolina. So not an easy task for him, but I've told you guys this before. I believe that Carson will come out there and compete, and we're gonna have to catch the baseball behind him.
All right, Coach. Thank you, and good luck throughout this tournament.
Thanks, Nick.
Looking for some nightlife? Then look no further. Laddie's Bar and Grill has a full bar and kitchen, pool table, and entertainment with great food at affordable prices. You can dine in or carry out by calling us at 304-263-5233. Laddie's is open Monday through Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 3 a.m. and Sundays from 10 a.m. to 3 a.m. We serve breakfast all day long, and our lunch and dinner specials are posted every day on our Facebook page. So stop on in to Laddie's Bar and Grill, located at 107 Lutz Avenue in Martinsburg.
Now joined by head coach of the High Point Christian Cougars, Corey Gazelle. Coach, your team has had a lot of success over the years, and you're coming down here for this tournament. What have you seen out of the team so far this year, and what do you like about your squad?
Well, I think we've got a lot of good experience on our team. We have some pitchers that have thrown some good innings for us. We have some good position players, guys that have some experience. That have played state tournament playoff games and tournaments like this. They've been there before. So our guys have done a great job learning, continuing to learn and get better, and to stay hungry at practice. So I'm really proud of them.
Who have been some guys that have really stood out to you so far this year?
Well, our catcher, Noah Hill, is going to Old Dominion University. Has just been a solid leader for us. Left-handed bat, and just done a great job behind the plate. We've got a couple guys on the mound as well. Dylan Story and Tony Lopez pitched some really good innings. Our third baseman, Owen Smith, has played really well defensively and done a good job in the three-hole hitting for us. Our center fielder, Yates Sykes, bats leadoff for us. And so he's having a good year so far, working hard, getting on base, and just trying to cause some havoc on the bases.
So Martinsburg, a team that is very competitive in the state of West Virginia, and overall this tournament seems to have a lot of competitive teams. What do you think a tournament like this does for your team, and what do you know, if anything, about Martinsburg?
Well, we know they play some good ball in West Virginia. 3 years ago, last time we were here, we played St. Albans, and the year they were state champions in 2019. They had a pitcher going to West Virginia, some other really good players. We lost a close game to them, I think, in 8 innings, 2-1. And we've played some other teams from West Virginia over the years here, so we know they play some good baseball. Martinsburg obviously is having a great year and battling it out with Jefferson there in their area, and so we're looking forward to playing them. They're a well-coached team. They've got some very good players. So anytime you get a chance to play some teams from out of the state, you know, our guys get excited about that. It's just kind of fun to do that. So hopefully we can play well today and give Martinsburg a tough game.
All right, Coach, thank you. Good luck today.
All right, thank you very much.
So those were your coaches' interviews brought to you by Laddie's Bar and Grill, located at 107 Lutz Avenue in Martinsburg. If you're looking for some fun nightlife and great food at affordable prices, then dine in at Laddie's or carry out by calling them at 304-263-5233. Okay, we'll take a 2-minute break. On the other side of that break, Spencer and I will continue to break down this matchup. This is West Virginia High School Baseball, Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
Not sure where to go or who to trust with your flooring project? And start with Trips Flooring, proudly serving the area for more than 25 years, specializing in floor sanding and refinishing, along with installation of new flooring, including hardwood, tile, vinyl, laminate, carpet, and the hottest trend in flooring, luxury vinyl, tile, and luxury vinyl plank. Are you on a budget? Check out their warehouse, cash and carry, or call 304-229-7009, or visit them online at tripsfloorsanding.com. The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg has a brand new list of daily specials. Monday, stop on in for burger night or enjoy a nice juicy steak every Tuesday and Wednesday. The Palace Lounge also offers freshly steamed shrimp Thursdays and chef specials every Friday and Saturday. Sunday is all-day breakfast and there are drink specials daily too. So come enjoy the Palace Lounge. You can find them on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard.
Hi, I'm Sally Hardy. I am asking you to re-elect John Hardy to the West Virginia House. John is my husband of 24 years and an amazing dad to our daughters. I am proud of this hardworking man who runs a successful business, gives back to the community, and is our valuable delegate. John Hardy is a man of values with a heart of service, and he cares about moving West Virginia forward. Re-elect my husband, John Hardy. Visit Delegate John Hardy on Facebook.
Paid for by candidate.
We welcome you back to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Nick Verzolini, Spencer Dupuy here at the Mingo Bay Classic. And now take a look at what's going on around the EPAC. Most of the teams down here at Mingo Bay. Spencer will have a good majority of the games.
Yeah, we will have a good majority of games. Today we will, at 8:30, not 5:30, we'll have Waccamaw versus Washington. I believe Waccamaw is technically the home team because they're playing at their home site. But elsewhere in the EPAC today, 3 p.m., Hedgesville is playing Franklin County in this tournament. Jefferson County at 6 p.m. Jefferson is playing Bishop O'Connell of Virginia. Spring Mills is playing at 7:30 at Georgetown High School in South Carolina here. And then Musselman tonight in Inwood is set to host Frankfort. They're the lone EPAC team not down here. And we look at the schedule for us tomorrow. Washington versus McClancy. That is a 10 a.m. start. We will go on right a little bit after 10 a.m. due to the Eastern Panhandle talk. And then Martinsburg against Bishop O'Connell of Virginia at 3 p.m. And then at 5:30 at Waccamaw versus Jefferson. And then on Thursday, McClancy versus Martinsburg. It's a 10 a.m. start time. Bishop O'Connell of Virginia versus Spring Mills, 3 p.m. start time. And then we have one scheduled game Friday, East Rutherford versus Hedgesville, 12:30 start time. But they're playing pool play here for the next 3 days, and on Thursday night they will seed, and they'll do I believe, like a 2-day tournament style. So we'll probably add a game on Friday, depending on when other Eastern Panhandle teams play. And then on Saturday, we'll most likely get another 2 games in.
Yeah, so it'll be a good week for EPAC baseball. We'll be doing a lot of their games, and it will be a lot of fun down here at Myrtle Beach. But that is your EPAC baseball roundup, brought to you by Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson. Over 120 years combined experience as accident, injury, and disability lawyers. Go to burkeandschultz.com or call them at 304-263-0900. We play hardball. So this game is scheduled to start at 1:30.
That's not going to happen.
Not looking like that's going to happen.
Because there's no umpires out here.
Yeah.
And the head coaches have not met at the mound yet.
So, Spencer, if you want, we could get into the weather today.
There you go.
And it is beautiful here in Myrtle Beach.
After a not-so-good day yesterday, pushed the start times back. Initially, this game was set to get underway at 12:30. Our later game was supposed to get underway at 5:30. That is not happening. But weather today is great. It's 61 right now and sunny, and not in the Eastern Panhandle. I had that open on my weather app. By the time we get to 3 p.m., it'll be 63. By the time we get to 8 p.m., it'll be 57 degrees. So it'll be a cold one tonight, Nick. Chilly one here. And then by 10 p.m., it'll be 51 degrees. But that's the weather.
Yeah, brought to you by Kelly Allstate Insurance. For all of your insurance needs, call Gary Kelly at 304-263-4596 or stop by 724 Lakeview Drive in Martinsburg. We'll take our final break here on the pregame show. When we come back, we'll get you starting lineups at first pitch. This is West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
When you're looking for the perfect gift, look no further than L.A. Roberts Jewelers at 146 North Queen Street in downtown Martinsburg. Choose from a huge selection of unique items, from the finest diamonds that make your eyes sparkle to exquisite timepieces, figurines, and collectibles. Buying from L.A. Roberts Jewelers means that you've made the decision to do business with people who've excelled in the industry for more than 100 years. They'll be here tomorrow when you need them, and if you need your jewelry or your watch repaired, they'll do that too. L.A. Roberts in downtown Martinsburg. Old World Jewelers for a new age.
Insurance companies like to play games. They say they're on your side, but they aren't. We have a team that can handle any curveball they throw. At Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson, you get a dedicated lawyer, and every case gets a team effort. So you get nearly 150 combined years of experience going to bat for you. And we like to win. Join the team that takes your personal injury case seriously. Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson. We play hardball.
Play ball! The pregame is over, and we're ready for today's opening pitch and the play-by-play. Today's game broadcast has been brought to you by
Cody's Auto Body, Laddie's Bar and Grill, Trips Flooring, The Mortgage Center, Gary Kelly Allstate Insurance, Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson, The Heffley Motor Company, The Palace Lounge, Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies, Milestone Realty, and by WVU Medicine, Berkeley, and Jefferson Medical Centers.
So let's return to the field and rejoin our Talk Radio WRNR broadcast team.
We welcome you back to the Mingo Bay Classic in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Nick Verzolini alongside me, Spencer Dupuis. Martinsburg takes the field first for this ball game against High Point Christian Academy. The Bulldogs coming off of 2 wins over the weekend on Saturday, and High Point Christian, a team with a 14-7 record heading in, and one of the powers in the state of North Carolina. The Cougars will...
Cougars, Nick?
Yeah. So it feels like an EPAC matchup, right?
Yeah, well, I did notice a game changer. Hedgesville was playing another team that are the Eagles. So,
all right, so an all-Eagle matchup there. And Sykes will lead things off for the Cougars, followed by Hill, Smith, Key, Lopez, Johnson, Dunlap, Beck,
Fodder and Allred. And then on the side from Martinsburg will be Hudson Clement, Landon Sifford. Clement at short, Sifford in left field. Morris at first. Carson Boomer will bat cleanup and pitch today. Camby in center. He'll bat fifth. Michael Lupus will follow him in the sixth hole and play third. Asanovich behind the plate and batting seventh. In the eighth hole will be the designated hitter Jake Zittel. Oviedo is at second base. He's hitting for Oviedo, and rounding out the lineup is Logan Wilt. Those are your starting lineups, brought to you by Trips Flooring. Not sure where to go or who to trust for your flooring needs? Call Trips Flooring at 304-229-7009 or online at tripsfloorsanding.com. We get you ready for the first pitch, brought to you by the Mortgage Center on Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg. One call will save you thousands. Call 304-267-9040.
And I know Tripp's tuned in out there, unable to make the trip here with us this week, but I know he's tuned in.
So like I said, it will be Sykes to lead things off. The first pitch from Boober is low or in there for a strike one on the outside corner. Carson Boomer has been great for the Dogs this season as only a sophomore. Pitched well against Jefferson on Monday. Second pitch hits that outside corner again, and it's an 0-2 count. And it sounds like Two Spencer, a good majority of the Dogs faithful making the trip.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we know, as we know from Hilton Head for basketball, a lot of fans came, or a lot of family members came down there, and you know it is this week it's spring break, so a lot of families opting to take the spring break to Myrtle Beach, and I know I was talking earlier because I looked at the lineup card, saw Murphy Clement's name on there. He is still not available to play due to that ankle injury at the end of football season, but their whole family came down here for the week for spring break, so he's there in the dugout at least.
Oviedo makes the play on a ground ball toward him and fires to Morris for out number one, so Sykes is retired on the ground out. Next pitch to Hill, an Old Dominion commit, as we heard from head coach of High Point. Next pitch is outside for ball two, so 2-0 count on Hill. Hill, the catcher today. Cougars in their all navy blue uniforms as the pitch from Boober is outside for ball three. I'm sorry, 2-1 count. All blue, navy blue uniforms with the white numbers, white letters across the chest, and the white stripes down the side. The pitch from Boober is fouled off into the fence. For the Dogs, it's the white hats with the orange Martinsburg Block M logo, orange jerseys, black numbers, and black letters across the chest, and the white pants. Next pitch from Boober. Chopper on the ground toward Morris. Morris steps on the bank for out number two. Back-to-back groundouts to start the defending runner-ups in the state of North Carolina High Point Christian Cougars.
That's good for Martinsburg. Good pitching-wise. You want to see Carson Boomer go at least 4, 5, 6 innings, 7 if possible today, and I know they're trying to rest some arms here through the week, and hopefully won't have to have a backlog of guys coming in.
Smith will take the first pitch for strike one. Third baseman for the Cougars, and he's behind now. No balls and 2 strikes, top of the first inning. No score between Martinsburg and High Point Christian. Now on a chopper down the third baseline. Lupus throws the first. The stretch by Morris for out number 3. So 1, 2, 3 go the Cougars. Bulldogs coming to the plate. We're back with more West Virginia High School baseball action after this for the bottom of the first.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg has a brand new list of daily specials. Monday, stop on in for burger night or enjoy a nice juicy steak every Tuesday and Wednesday. The Palace Lounge also offers freshly steamed shrimp Thursdays and chef specials every Friday and Saturday. Sunday is all-day breakfast and there are drink specials daily too. So come enjoy the Palace Lounge. You can find them on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard.
I'm Jason Barrett. I'm running for state senate because I believe it's time to build an even better West Virginia. That starts with a less burdensome tax policy, reliable internet service, a strong education system, and a robust tourism industry. I believe this building starts right here in Jefferson and Berkeley counties.
I ask for your support and your vote in the May 10th Republican primary.
Paid for by Friends of Jason Barrett.
We welcome you back to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. No score between Martinsburg and High Point Christian Academy. Nick Verzolini alongside me, Spencer Dupuis, Colin McLaughlin on camera. Back in the studio in Martinsburg is Avery Newport.
And Donald Kinney.
Donald is there as well, okay. Good to hear.
He was set for game 1, so he should be there.
Well,
he's on our schedule. So
Bulldogs coming to the plate. Hudson Clement, Landon Sifford, and Isaiah Morris, the 1, 2, 3 hitters in the lineup. Lopez on the mound today for High Point. Tony Lopez, the starter for the Cougars. Hudson Clement coming to the plate, as I mentioned, leading off. 31 stolen bases so far this season for Clement, approaching the record according to Coach Cooper.
Yeah, we actually saw Coach Larry Cooper out last night at the Broadway at the beaches there, and he was telling us, he goes, I've got a tidbit for you guys. Hudson Clement is 5 away. Is it 5 away from tying?
Yes, 5 away from tying the record, which is 36. And that would be 6 away from breaking. The first pitch to Clement from Lopez is high for ball 1. Hudson batting over 500 this season for the Bulldogs. Committed to WVU to play football. The next pitch to Clement, inside for ball 2, a 2-0 count for the righty. Lopez kicks and deals the 2-0 pitch, and it's high for ball 3.
And Hudson doing exactly what a leadoff hitter does, is just take the pitches, Nick. Let his teammates see all the pitches that this pitcher pitches.
The 3-0 from Lopez is in there for strike 1. Clement thought he had a walk as he started to turn and toss the bat, but he'll have to stay in there on a 3-1 count. No score here, bottom of the first inning. 1-2-3 went the Cougars. Clement fouls that pitch back. Good job here by Lopez to work the count now to full. And 3 balls and 2 strikes. After falling behind, 3 balls and no strikes.
And Nick, Martinsburg, the home team here today in this tournament.
Despite the longer trip, the pitch from Lopez inside for ball 4.
There's the ball 4 he wanted, and we're at Socastee High School here in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. And if you're a West Virginia native, you may know a head coach at a Division I program there in West Virginia at Marshall University, Dan D'Antoni, worked his way up to college here, coaching high school ranks here for a number of years.
Yeah, he was here, I think, for probably like 25 plus.
Yeah.
Before taking the jobs with his brother in the NBA and then eventually making his way to Marshall. And he taught social studies here as well.
There you go.
So Clement leads off first. Landon Sifford now to the plate. He'll take that pitch high and outside for ball 1. Lopez a little wild to begin things.
And it's not their spring break here this week, as if you can hear in the distance, you hear bells going off. I believe those are the school bells.
Yes, it must have had spring break before Easter. And it's a 1-1 count, or 1-0 count. Clement takes his lead off first in the partially dirt, partially grass infield. Throw over, not in time.
Yeah, Hudson's really getting into the head of their pitcher today.
This field kind of reminds you of Toronto, except it's not turf, it's grass.
Yeah.
The way it looks with the partial dirt. Clement nearly takes off, but Sifford fouls it away. Landon Sifford, 1-1 count. The Dogs left fielder today, wearing number 4. Awaits the 1-1 pitch. Clement takes off towards second.
Good throw from the catcher, Hill, and Clement is safe on the head first dive. Hill, a Division I catcher, next season when he goes to ODU, made it very close on the good speed of Hudson Clement, but a little bit of a high throw, and Clement gets under for stolen base number 32 on the year.
And that is now 4 away from tying number 1 in school history.
So, Dogs have a runner in scoring position, a 2-1 count, no outs, bottom of the first inning, no score between Martinsburg and High Point Christian Academy. The pitch to Sifford, hit on the ground, over the head of the pitcher Lopez, into the glove of the second baseman, and he'll throw over for out number 1 as Allred makes the play, but Sifford advances Clement to third.
90 feet away.
And Isaiah Morris coming to play. Morris coming off of that suspension he had to serve due to being tossed in the Spring Mills game. So Clement walked. He's now on third base. And just 90 feet away with just 1 out. And a good power hitter and a lefty coming to the plate in Morris. The pitch from Lopez in there for strike 1. Lopez looks over, delivers the 0-1, hits that outside corner for strike 2. So Morris behind, no balls, 2 strikes. The lefty digs back in with the white gloves and the orange bat. Now call time on an 0-2 count, step out and rethink. Hudson Clement standing on third base for the Bulldogs. He'll take his lead off the bag. Infielders playing in on Morris, but the runner just 90 feet away. The pitch from Lopez, fouled away. O2 count still. Bottom of the first inning, no score between Martinsburg and High Point Christian Academy. Lopez kicks, steals, delivers, and Morris pops it up, but it will head out of play. Well, actually, it was still in play, but nobody made a attempt at it because, well, it would have hit off the wall and would have been non-catchable.
Dead ball.
Yeah. So Clement takes his lead off third once again. Morris battling on an 0-2. Lopez delivers the pitch, hit hard on the ground towards short. Clement going to test the throw, and he's out at the plate. Bane play. Hill with a great tag, back with a tough throw from short, and he gets the speedy Clement for out number 2.
And I don't know, I think his hand was in there before the tag, but again, no replay here as we're in high school baseball, but I think that should have been a run for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, it was definitely close. I thought initially he was going to be ruled safe, so I saw a run as well. But that will bring Carson Boomer now to the plate, and 2 down for the Dogs. Morris standing on first, and Boomer will take that first pitch for a called strike. So Clement tagged out at home, no score still, and that one hits Boober on the inside.
Yeah, Boober, the pitcher, just got hit by the other pitcher.
Yeah, Lopez. It was a breaking ball, so Boober fine down there at first. So runners on first and second. The Dogs extend this inning. Jordan Camby now coming to the plate. Boober will be ran for. That runner is courtesy of Jason Barrett for State Senate, a conservative fighter for Jefferson and Berkeley counties. And it will be Isaiah Groves to run for Carson Boomer.
And if you tuned in from our Facebook page, the kind of graphic that was taken from the link was Jason Barrett for State Senate commercial, and I guess he saw it and he liked it today. So if you're tuned in there, Jason Barrett, shout out to you.
First pitch here is a strike on the outside corner. Jordan Camby coming to the plate. Runners on first and second for the Bulldogs. Morris at second. Groves
at first. Canby pops this one up toward right field, and it heads out of play for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes, runners on first and second, 2 outs. Bottom of the first inning, no score between Martinsburg and High Point Christian Academy. Nick Verzolini, Spencer Dupuis, happy to have you with us. On a sunny day here in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Colin McLaughlin running camera tonight. Today. And, well, not tonight. He'll be on play-by-play tonight. Next pitch hit on the ground towards short. Beck charges in. Flips it to first, but it's a wild throw. Morris sprinting around third. He'll come in to score, and the Bulldogs take the 1-0 lead on an error by Beck. Trying to get the speedy Canby at first. Key couldn't control the baseball, and the Dogs find a way to get a run across, even though it should have been out of the inning.
Yeah, I mean, that wasn't easy out there, and I don't see why. Just made a bad throw.
It seemed like he had some issues getting the ball out of his glove to throw the ball to first. Beck couldn't just do it, and that results in an error, and the Dogs get a run across. And that's why it's so important to always at least put the ball in play, Spencer.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you never know what happens upon the transition from the glove to the hand to the throw.
Especially at this level. You know, in major leagues, that's probably a routine play, but you never know at this level. So Beck made a good charge on the ball, couldn't get there. Now runners on the corners for the Bulldogs, and Michael Lupus coming to the plate. He'll take the first pitch outside for ball 1. 1-0 Martinsburg, bottom of the first inning. Groves on third. Canby on first. Good speed on the base pass, but I don't think the Dogs want to run themselves out of this inning. The pitch to Lupus, swing and a miss, strike 2 on a pitch in the dirt.
And that one to the dirt comes back down the third baseline, so Groves staying put there at third.
And Hill able to get in front of it and block the pitch. Canby taking his lead off of first base. Lopez delivers the pitch, misses outside for a ball. So 2-1 count on Michael Lupus. Lupus was out early last week, or midway through last week with an illness, and good to see him back in the lineup and able to make the trip here to Myrtle Beach. Played on Saturday as well.
I believe he pitched, right?
Yeah, pitched on Saturday. So it was a quick recovery for the junior. The throw over, not in time. So Canby remains at first. Groves on third. 1-0 lead for Martinsburg, bottom of the first inning. Lopez, the right-hander, delivers the pitch to Lupus. Nice breaking ball, but a little high.
And Lupus also pitched a full game. 100 pitches, 7 innings, 6 hits, 4 runs, 1 earned, 3 walks, and 4 strikeouts.
Guy that early on was mainly used as a reliever, but the Dogs have had some injuries, and they will get a good start out of Lupus. He lifts this ball to left field, carrying back on the track, and out of here for a 3-run shot for Michael Lupus. And maybe it just took the flu to get a bat on him, and the Dogs score 3.
And that's their first home run of the season. First guy to go yard this year is Lupus.
And the Dogs are hyped up with now a 4-0 lead here in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. The error by the shortstop Beck extends the inning for Martinsburg, and the Dogs take advantage with a 3-run shot.
I think they just needed the warmth to get the ball out of the park. And also, this is seems like a lot larger park than P.O. Faulkner.
Hard to really tell.
I mean, yeah,
fences are a little bit lower maybe, but
there's no
that was a
signage.
Shot.
That was a shot. It went up into the jet stream, and it kind of just went out.
That pitch is high for ball 1 to Matt Asanovich, now hitting with the bases empty. 4-0 lead for the Dogs, bottom of the first inning. It's the runner-ups in the state of North Carolina last season, High Point Christian Academy. He built a lead for Carson Boomer, who forced 3 groundouts in the first inning and has pitched well all year. It's a good start for Martinsburg. Couldn't ask for a better start for the Dogs, and after an error extends the inning. To get one run from Morris coming around to score. The next pitch is high for ball 4, and Asanovich draws a walk. Surprised nobody from High Point has came out and spoken to Lopez, who's struggling a little bit here in this first inning. It has been an extended inning, and like we said, is we'll get another courtesy runner for the catcher, Asanovich. That runner is courtesy of Jason Barrett for State Senate, a conservative fighter for Jefferson and Berkeley counties. Jake Zittel coming to the plate. The pitch to Zittel in there for strike 1.
Just went back and watched the replay of that homer, Nick, and I think I was right when I said it kind of just went up into a jet stream and just went out of here. Because you saw that the left fielder giving chase, and then he kind of just stopped.
Next pitch in there for strike 2 on Zittel. So runner at first and Asanovich. 2 outs, 4-0 lead for Martinsburg, bottom of the first inning. Next pitch to Zittel. He went around, but it's a drop third strike. Hill trying to chase it down. Zittel on his horse. He gets down to first. And the Dogs continue on the inning again after a drop third strike.
This may be the confidence inning that you need here, just kind of to get you're away from home, you're away from your new normal environment, and the fact that you've been able to kind of put up this much in this kind of atmosphere so far kind of just goes to show the kind of team that the Bulldogs have. As now we see the first mound visit here from High Point Christian. As you just mentioned, it was kind of surprising it hadn't happened yet.
Yeah, the inning extended for Lopez, who's now thrown 33 pitches here in this first inning. Zittel advancing on the drop third strike. And that leads to a mound visit. So Zittel on first. The pinch runner, Young, standing on second base.
I mean, if you think about it, the only hit the Bulldogs have had so far is that home run, Nick.
Yeah. The inning started with a walk from Hudson Clement. Back-to-back fielders' choices after Clement stole second.
Then Clement gets tagged at home when he, in my opinion, and probably a lot of people's opinion, should have been safe.
Can be reached. Or Boober got hit by a pitch, can be reached on that throw home, or on the error.
And Lupus launched
Lupus
one to left
hits
field.
a 3-run homer. After it looked like Canby had grounded out to the shortstop. So, 4-0 Martinsburg, runners on first and second. Lopez back on the mound. At the plate for the Dogs is Logan Wilt, as Martinsburg has gotten all 9 guys to the plate in the first inning. Pitch to Lopez outside for a ball.
It's always nice when you can turn over that lineup, especially in the first inning.
Yeah, sign of good things to come. Zittel and Young on the base pass for the Dogs. Lopez looks into his catcher, Hill. Looks back at the runner, Young, on second and delivers that pitch. Throw down to second and heads into the outfield, but Young will have to stay put, as Sykes was there banging up Allred down there at second base. So 2-0 count.
Spar had to stay put, Nick.
That was Spar?
Yeah.
I thought it was Young. Must have read the wrong number when he took it off. That one fouled away by Logan Wilt.
And Wilt, from what I understand, is probably going to be the full-time right fielder here going down for most of the season due to injury to Paulson, who Paulson usually plays out there, along with Edwards, and Edwards can only pitch this year from what I understand the rest.
Edwards would play first normally as Wilt swings and misses for strike 3, another drop third strike.
Right.
We'll go over it next half inning as inning ends on a drop third strike, throw down to first. 4-0 Martinsburg will head to the top of the second. This is West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. We're back in 60 seconds.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%. Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
Are you considering selling your home and don't know where to start? Then call Chris Ross and the Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. A Martinsburg High School graduate, Chris knows the local market, and he's proven it as #1 real estate team in West Virginia in 2019. Phone Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams at 304-579-7349 or go to callchrisross.com. Let's celebrate your real estate milestone together.
We welcome you back to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, 4-0 Martinsburg. As we head to the second inning, Bulldogs get a 3-run shot from Michael Lupus. Carson Boomer back on the mound for the Dogs to begin the second. And coming to the plate for the High Point Christian Academy Cougars is Keith, the first baseman. That one popped up into center field. Camby camps under it and makes the play for out #1. So quick inning, last inning with 3 straight groundouts to begin things for High Point. And this inning, a first pitch fly out to center field.
Yeah, and again, we see a guy's hat fall off. I feel like that's been the epitome of this EPAC season. These fitted hats now aren't really fitting right.
So now the DH, Johnson, coming to the plate, hitting for Lopez, the starting pitcher. 4-0 Martinsburg, second inning. The pitch from Carson Boomer, hit on the ground towards second. Oviedo backhands it, throws the first, a wild throw, and that will reach on an error. As hustling down the line was Johnson to reach first base, and Oviedo made a good backhanded slide into that ball that just didn't really take his time on the throw, and throw was down the line, and Morris obviously couldn't get to it in time as it luckily stays in play, so the Dogs just give up 1 base runner on the error. Dunlap coming to the plate now for High Point Christian Academy. Cougars with a runner on first. Pitch from Boomer, just outside for ball 1. Carson Boomer, the sophomore righty.
And as you heard Coach Byler say there in the pregame interview, he's only a sophomore, and he's carried a big load so far this year, and he's going to continue to carry it because he's shown that he can carry it.
Yeah, we mentioned those pitchers' injuries from Martinsburg last half inning. So Caleb Edwards, the Dogs' ace at this point with the most experience, and Joe Paulson being out in terms of pitching. As this pitch, swing and a miss for strike 1, 2-1 count. So Paulson will be able to Paulson will be able to hit and field at some point. I don't know if he can yet. Edwards can only pitch. He cannot hit or field for the rest of the season due to his hamstring injury and throw over or check on the runners. Boomer didn't throw it, but.
And as we mentioned, he really only pitched on Friday just due to the connection that he had with Coach Twig, as his mom was one of the hospice nurses. So the emotional night, and he told Coach Byler months ago that he was going to pitch, and he still stuck to it.
Pitch misses outside here from Boomer, 3-1 count. And Edwards still pitched well, besides one kind of shaky inning where he gave up 4 runs. Not all of them were earned, I don't believe, but 12 strikeouts in that win in his 6 innings of work for the Dogs on Friday. Martinsburg leading here today 4-0 over High Point Christian Academy. And a walk. Runners now on first and second. And that will bring Beck to the plate. Beck, this shortstop for High Point Christian Academy. It's fouled away. 4-0 Martinsburg, second inning. Runners have reached now on an error and a walk after a first pitch fly out to begin the inning for the Cougars. And Beck will lay down a tough bunt down the third baseline, but it goes foul. Just one out, trying to put 2 runners in scoring position. So Martinsburg on top, 4-0. Now an 0-2 count after that fouled off bunt. Runners on first and second for the Cougars. Boomer looks back at the runner on second and delivers the pitch. Misses low for ball 1.
And Nick, obviously, if you're Carson Boomer, you want to settle down a little bit and get out of the inning. Though you're up 4-0 right now. You've given yourself a little bit of wiggle room. You don't want to give it up in the second inning here.
The 1-2 pitch is hit hard in the air towards center field, but Canby is there for out number 2. Canby with 2 putouts this inning. Was another fly out. And now 2 outs, 2 on for the Cougars. Top of the second inning. Martinsburg on top, 4-0. And that will bring Offerdur to the plate. He'll take the first pitch for ball 1. The left fielder, Offerdur, wearing the number 9 jersey. Runners on first and second. Chance for this High Point team to cut into the 4-0 Martinsburg lead, and Offerdur sends it into center field. Clement dives for it, but can't get there. Canby charging in. They will not test his arm as he fires a bullet down to Sanovich. So runners on all 3 bases. Bases juiced, but a good job by Jordan Canby to charge in on that baseball. And High Point probably would have been thrown out if they tried to test it.
Yeah, I think they saw him charging in, pick up the ball, and they're like, no, I'm not going to test this. Well, we've got bases juiced, so I think you'd rather have that than I think you'd rather have bases loaded than the end of an inning.
It is the number 9 hitter, Allred, to the plate, the second baseman. 2 outs in the inning, and first pitch is in there for strike 1. Oh-1 count, 2 away. Runners, bases are loaded, and the pitch misses outside for ball 1. Carson Boomer trying to get out of a little bit of a jam. He's only thrown 26 pitches. But High Point responding to the 3-run shot from Lupus, potentially, as they've got in a great situation to tie this ball game up with 1 swing of the bat. 1-2 count. As that pitch was fouled away. Boober steps back on the mound. Runners take their leads. They'll go in motion on any contact, and that pitch taken outside for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. A 4-0 lead for Martinsburg in the top of the second inning. That pitch, called strike 3. Carson Boomer's first strikeout comes with the bases loaded. And down goes High Point Christian Academy as Allred goes down looking for the final out of the inning. High Point leaves the bases loaded. We'll head to the bottom of the second. 4-0 Martinsburg. This is West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio, WRNR, and TV 10.
Looking for some nightlife? Then look no further. Laddie's Bar & Grill has a full bar and kitchen, pool table, and entertainment with great food at affordable prices. You can dine in or carry out by calling us at 304-263-5233. Laddie's is open Monday through Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 3 a.m. and Sundays from 10 a.m. to 3 a.m. We serve breakfast all day long, and our lunch and dinner specials are posted every day on our Facebook page. So stop on in to Laddie's Bar & Grill, located at 107 Lutz Avenue in Martinsburg.
Hi, this is Rob Mario. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call 304-262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
I can't hear anything. Sorry about those technical difficulties. 4-0 Martinsburg here in the bottom of the second inning. Nick Verzolini alongside me, Spencer Dupuis. Avery Newport back in the studio in Martinsburg. Kyle McLaughlin on camera. Morris at the plate with 2 out in the inning. And he draws a 2-out walk.
Yeah, so Clement grounded out to start the inning. Then Sifford flew out to center field, and now Isaiah Morris walks on 4 pitches. Boober at the plate now.
So Carson Boomer was hit by a pitch his last time up. And Boomer was hit by a pitch his last time out. And now with runner on first, the pitch to Boomer is low for a ball. The pitch to Boomer is low for a ball. So Morris on first. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 away. Lopez delivers, and a big swing and miss for strike 1. 2-1 count on Carson Boomer. Isaiah Morris leading off of first base. 4-0 lead for the Dogs. The pitch hit into right field and will go foul.
Hits off the side of the fence there, Nick.
Yeah, so.
Right near Colin.
Thought it was going to make it into the bullpen down there in right field, but hits off the fence. 2-2 count. Runner on first, 2 away. Lopez delivers. Popped up into right field. Running in is the right fielder Dunlap, and he's able to make the play for out number 3. We'll head to the 3rd inning with Martinsburg leading 4-0. This is West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Heffley Motor Company, just off I-81 at 993 Hedgesville Road, is a family-owned and operated business providing the Eastern Panhandle with the highest quality pre-owned vehicles and customer service since 1997. Heffley is a pre-owned Carfax Advantage dealer. We're proud to be your partner serving the community. You're local, we're local, so why not buy local? Call us at 304-267-7172 or see us at 993 Hedgesville Road. And if you want to sell your car, we buy cars too. Check us out at Heffley.com. Heffley Motor Company, a nice place to do business.
Finding the right home can be a tough decision, but finding the right lender doesn't have to be. With 32 years of experience, the Mortgage Center knows how to find the right loan for you that requires little or no money down. The Mortgage Center's mobile-friendly website makes the application process quick and stress-free. And as always, you'll want to get pre-approved before you contact any real estate agent or builder. Whether you're purchasing or refinancing, call the Mortgage Center at 304-267-9040 or visit mortgagefinancing.com today.
We welcome you back to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Nick Verzolini alongside me, Spencer Dupuis. Bulldogs on top 4-0 in Game 1 of the Mingo Bay Classic. High Point Christian Academy coming to the plate to begin this 3rd inning, top of the 3rd. And it will be Sykes to lead things off. Carson Boomer was able to get his first strikeout at the end of the 2nd inning when High Point Christian had the bases loaded. But Allred struck out looking at the end of the inning, so it'll be Sykes, the center fielder, to lead things off. Boomer on the rubber for the Dogs. He delivers the pitch and misses outside for ball 1. So Carson Boomer so far now throwing his 30th pitch, and his 31st is outside for ball 2.
Obviously, the 4-0 lead here for Boober is something that he can use to fuel himself through the rest of this ballgame.
Yeah, and that 4-0 lead, big thanks to Michael Lupus with a 3-run shot for the Bulldogs. It's the first and only hit so far for Martinsburg, but helped end an extended inning and get the Martinsburg lead out to 4, but a leadoff walk drawn here by the number 1 man in the lineup, Sykes, to begin this 3rd inning. So far it hasn't been a dominating performance by Carson Boomer, but he's had his stuff when necessary in these first 2 innings. And here in the third, though, you get that always pivotal lead-off walk that puts the runner on first. The next pitch is hit on the ground toward third. It gets through Lupus, and the Cougars now have runners on first and second. A great attempt by Lupus to dive out down there at third base, but it found that hole, the 5-6 hole between him and Clement. And now runners on first and second for the Cougars. And Smith coming to the plate. This is a quality High Point Christian Academy team.
And this is a similar situation that Boober was in last inning with 2 on.
High Point Christian was the state runner-ups last season. Won 2 state championships in the past 10 years as that one misses outside, including the 2019 state championship. So a very good program in North Carolina, but Martinsburg up to a 4-0 lead, but runners on first and second, and that pitch misses inside for a ball.
Yeah, already 2 balls in this count, not looking good so far. As
2-0 count as Sonovich will come out and talk to Boober along with the Dogs pitching coach.
It's like Buzzy Jackson. It's Coach Zarnecki, I don't believe, made the trip.
Yeah, I don't see him down there in the Dogs dugout, so see how Boober's feeling here. Again, only 38 pitches in with the next pitch, but had a few walks, gets behind this batter, 2-0 count.
And the ump is about to tell him time's up.
So Smith facing a 2-0 count. Smith his last time grounded out to short. Runners on first and second for High Point Christian Academy. And a 2-0 count. A 4-0 lead for Martinsburg in the top of the third inning. Runners take their leads. Boober looks into Sonovich and delivers the pitch, and that one's fouled away. So gets the strike there to make it 2 balls, 1 strike. Smith will dig back in for the 2-1. The pitch from Boober, fouled away again. Back-to-back strikes for Carson Boomer on fouled off pitches. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 on for the High Point Cougars. Runners take their leads. Boober looks back towards second. Delivers the 2-2. A breaking ball got him looking for strike 3.
Yeah, what a great strikeout there here with runners on first and second to get that first out.
So Smith strikes out after Hill gets the single. And now Key coming to the plate, the lefty awaits the pitch, and it's outside for a ball. 1-0 count. Now 1 out in the inning. After Sykes walked to lead things off to begin this third. Runners on first and second for High Point. Boober looks back. Kicks, steals, delivers, and that one's fouled away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Third inning. Martinsburg on top, 4-0. Boober looks into his catcher, Asanovich. Looks back at the runner on second. Delivers the pitch. Popped up, right field. Chasing after it is Wilt. Wilt gets under it for out number 2. The runner will tag from second. The throw by Wilt into Clement at second. So Clement cuts it off, and the runner stays at third. Advances the third after the tag up. So Sykes moves to third. Runners on the corners for the designated hitter, Johnson, excuse me. But now 2 away in the inning, so we'll take a hit most likely unless the Dogs commit an error for the run to come across. 4-0 lead from Martinsburg here in the top of the third. Got to feel pretty good about these situations if Boomer's able to get out of this inning, because even when High Point's threatened, he's stayed strong, and so far the defense has picked him up when he's given up hits. But Johnson lifts this one into left field, but it will go foul.
Yeah, foul down there, and that was a liner off the fence down there.
Yeah, well hit ball. Just didn't really put it in play. If it was in play, it would have been trouble for Martinsburg. So no 1 count. Runners on the corners for the Cougars. Runner takes off toward second, and a chopper down the third baseline. So no 2 count for Johnson. Boomer circles the rubber, waits for the singles from Asanovich to the Martinsburg defense on 0-2. 2 away, 4-0 lead for Martinsburg, third inning. Johnson digs in. Boomer looks into his catcher, looks back at the runner on first, delivers the 0-2, and it's foul, or low and outside for ball 1, 1-2 count. Boomer steps back on the mound. Kick, steals, delivered. Runner takes off. Masavich blocks it at home plate, and it was a swing, so it was a drop third strike, and Boomer gets the out for out number 3, and we'll head to the bottom of the third. Martinsburg 4, High Point Christian nothing. This is West Virginia High School Baseball and Talk Radio, WRNR and TV 10.
Not sure where to go or who to trust with your flooring project? And start with Trips Flooring, proudly serving the area for more than 25 years, specializing in floor sanding and refinishing, along with installation of new flooring, including hardwood, tile, vinyl, laminate, carpet, and the hottest trend in flooring, luxury vinyl, tile, and luxury vinyl plank. Are you on a budget? Check out their warehouse, cash and carry, or call 304-229-7009, or visit them online at tripsfloorsanding.com.
Ever try to collect on an insurance claim? Perhaps a homeowner's claim, auto accident, or fire. Insurance companies collect money from you for protection should something bad happen. And when it does, they don't want to pay, or they offer too little. At Mansion Ferretti, we have an attorney who worked defending insurance companies and knows all the dirty tricks they play to deny or lowball your claim. Call us today for help in getting what you really deserve. Mansion Ferretti, when you need justice.
We welcome you back to the Mingo Bay Classic in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Nick Verzolini alongside me, Spencer Dupuy, Jordan Canby to lead things off to begin this bottom of the third inning. And Canby sends a chopper toward third. Throw over is in time for out number 1. Smith able to make that throw. Canby should have grounded out his last time up, but an error committed extended that inning and led to the man, Michael Lupus, hitting a 3-run jack for the Dogs to extend their lead out to 4-0. And Lupus coming to the plate here. The pitch to Lupus is inside for ball 1. So 1 away, 4-0 Martinsburg, bottom of the third inning. The pitch to Lupus is a bouncer off the plate. And it will go down as a ball. 2-0 count. Next pitch to Lupus is high for ball 3. High Point being careful with the Dogs' third baseman after his 3-run homer his last time up. The 3-0 pitch to Lupus is high for ball 4. and he'll take his base.
Yeah, the intentional there, Nick. You don't want to give up another big hit to a guy who obviously has home run power.
Matthew Asanovich now coming to the plate. He walked his last time up. And they'll check on Lupus. Ball gets away from the first baseman, but Lupus will stay put. As the throw over from Lopez to Key. Rolled away from Key, but Key was getting to it quickly, and they decided with one out it'd be a good idea to keep Lupus at first. Asanovich back to the plate. He'll take that breaking ball in there for strike one. Matthew Asanovich walked his last time up. The catcher wearing number 8 for the Dogs. Sun out here in Myrtle Beach. As the next pitch in there for strike 2.
Yeah, sun is out, Nick. According to my Apple Watch, it is 63 and sunny out there right now.
A beautiful day for baseball as Asanovich sends a chopper off the end of the bat towards second. The throw to first is in time for out number 2, but will advance the runner as Allred was able to only go to first on the chopper. So ground out for Asanovich. Jake Zittel will come to the plate. Zittel reached on a drop third strike back in the first inning. And now has a runner on second with 2 outs in the inning. Zittel fouls off the first pitch. Jake Zittel had a big hit on Friday. His win over Spring Mills, and that could be the signs of him getting out of that slump. He's continued to work hard,
and he's been positive through it all.
Yeah, and he's now having to play pretty much every game for the Bulldogs, as that one's in there for a strike. While before he maybe wasn't getting the at bats that he was expected to get due to his bat not being there, and Paulson hitting well. And Paulson and Edwards are both banged up right now. Edwards won't be able to hit the rest of the year, so Jake Zittel's going to have to play a big role for this team, as he was expected to. He takes that one looking for strike 3, and the Dogs strand the runner on second. We'll head to the 4th. Martinsburg with a 4-0 lead over High Point Christian Academy. We're back at 60 seconds with more West Virginia High School baseball after this.
Hi, it's Talk Radio WRNR and TV10 Spencer Dupuis. When I got into a car accident and needed to get another vehicle, I wanted to go somewhere I could trust. So I went to the Heffley Motor Company at 993 Hedgesville Road.
As a first-time car buyer, I really didn't know what to expect. But at Heffley, they treated me like family. Every step in the process was seamless. Not only did they give me a great deal, but they also helped me secure an amazing interest rate. Now I know firsthand why Heffley has such a great reputation in this community.
I ride with Heffley Motor Company, so you should too.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
We welcome you back to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Nick Verzolini alongside me, Spencer Dupuis. 4-0 Martinsburg here in Game 1 of the Mingo Bay Classic for the Dogs and the Cougars. Later on this evening, we'll have more from Mingo Bay as Washington will be in action at 8:30.
A late one.
Yep, late one. And that is at Waccamaw High School. Correct, Spencer?
Yes.
So we'll have that one for you. First pitch from Carson Boomer to begin this inning is in there for a strike. Swinging strike. So 0-1 count.
We'll have to see what Waccamaw looks like, but a great facility here at Socastee High School.
It is a nice facility, as you'll actually get a spot inside in the press box. Wouldn't necessarily be an issue today with the weather, but still nice to have the kind of upward view. A 1-1 count, 4-0 lead for the Bulldogs. And that pitch is low for ball 2. 2-1 count in this top of the fourth inning. High Point Christian needs to get something going with the bats. And Dunlap hits this one going foul. Lupus trying to chase it down, but he overran it.
Nearly came back together.
Stays alive now with 2 balls and 2 strikes.
And another hat comes off the head of a Martinsburg player.
I believe those are new hats for the Dogs.
I wish I could have kept a tracker throughout all the games that we've done this year so far, which is coming up probably on 15 to 20 here. How many times hats have fallen off players in the E-Pack?
You can still go back and look, I suppose, but that one fouled away.
Maybe really on the car ride home.
Yeah, maybe. You can start your tracker while we're down here and then go back and look at the previous games.
I know it happened a few times last week.
Well, there you go. 2-2 pitch inside for ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
The moral of the story was I should have started tracking it initially.
I suppose. Don't know what that really would have told you much, but the 3-2 is hit towards short. Clement scoops it, but he can't handle it as he kept it in front of him on a line drive, kind of knocked it down, tried to play it, and they couldn't really get it out of his glove or really ever into his glove, and the runner will reach first safely. Does Dunlap. I'll say that's an error. Yeah, it will be an error for Clement, but Dunlap able to reach base safely, and that'll bring the shortstop back to the plate. Dunlap will now lead off first. The pitch from Boomer popped up and out of play. Behind home plate toward our press box.
Our press box thing? Now we own it?
Not our, but where we're located, I should
Our
say.
broadcast location.
Yeah, that works.
So it's a clubhouse press box.
Yeah.
It's rather nice.
Musselman has a similar setup.
They do.
0-1 count. Runner takes the lead off first. The pitch is low for ball 1. 1-1 count.
That may have been the culprit of our technical issues, Nick. You may have just found it out.
No.
Maybe.
Don't blame me for your problems.
I'm not blaming you. I'm just
1 away.
Saying that might have been the culprit.
4-0. The pitch fouled away. 1-2 count as the runner took off, but he'll have to go back on a hit and run situation. Carson Boomer now up to 56 pitches on the afternoon. Has 3 strikeouts, 2 of them coming in the last inning. Back at the plate for High Point Christian Academy, the shortstop wearing number 20 for the Cougars. Dunlap taking his lead off first. 1-2 count, 1 out. That one hit on the ground towards short. Clement again has issues getting out of his glove, and it's another error for Hudson Clement. Was thinking 2. He kind of looked away from where the ball was in his glove before securing it. And really, it would have been tough to get 2. I know he wanted 2. But now, runners on first and second, no outs. And what should have been 2 outs. Spencer, there's back-to-back errors from the Dogs. So that puts Carson Boomer in a difficult situation. With runners on first and second, and High Point hasn't hit a ball out of the infield this inning. Ofterhar coming to the plate now in a great situation. He was able to single his last time up and gets the pitch high and inside, able to duck out of the way for a ball. 2-0 count, no outs in the inning. Runners on first and second for High Point Christian Academy. Carson Boomer steps back on the rubber. Runners take their leads. And Boomer delivers the 2-0, and it's inside for ball 3. And this is what these extended innings can do to pitchers. All of a sudden, you should have 2 outs. Instead, you got 2 on. And now you're 1 pitch away from the bases loaded. Boomer delivers the 3-0, and it's in there for a strike at the knees. 3 balls, 1 strike. Good comeback pitch from Carson Boomer. If he's able to get a strikeout here and then a ground ball, could be out of the inning that quickly. But if not, this could be a big inning for the High Point Cougars. The pitch on 3-1 inside for ball 4. They're going to check to see if he swung, but he did not. And the bases are loaded. Boomer believes he did. But his argument not looking like it's going to be overturned. So bases loaded for High Point. And Martinsburg up 4-0. No outs in this inning. And Allred coming to the plate. He struck out looking to end the second when the Cougars had bases loaded.
And Boomer's trying to get out of another jam here.
And not a self-imposed jam. 2 errors led to the first 2 runners. Now a walk leads to the third. And now a chopper hit toward third. Lupus charging in, throws the home. They'll get the out there.
On the fielder's choice.
So bases remain loaded, but the Bulldogs get 1 out here in the 4th inning. Sykes on the top of the order now back to the plate. Sykes so far grounded out and walked his first 2 times up. The leadoff hitter, though, for High Point, a dangerous hitter, is the center fielder. Bases are loaded for the Cougars. The pitch from Boomer. Pitch going inside and low for ball 1. Carson Boomer and the Bulldogs now still hold that 4-0 lead, but the bases are loaded for the High Point Christian Cougars. The pitch from Boomer. It should have been called a strike, but a little bit high, it appears, for ball 2. Just a little high above the letters. So Boomer now behind in the count. 2 balls, no strikes. The pitch from Carson Boomer in there for strike 2. Or strike 1, excuse me. 2-1 count on the inside part of the plate. Runners take their leads. 1 away in the inning. 2-1 on Sykes. The pitch to Sykes is fouled away. 2-2. Boomer now up to 68 pitches on the afternoon. Bulldogs up 4-0 in the top of the 4th inning. The 2-2 pitch from Boomer. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Carson Boomer delivers the heater. Sykes goes down for the 3rd time, or the 2nd time today. And that will bring Hill to the plate. He singled and grounded out his first 2 times up. And the Old Dominion product, or future Old Dominion product, I should say.
Yeah. Old Dominion commit.
Yeah, there we go.
Hedgesville getting ready to get in action here in about 20 minutes against Franklin County. Eagles against the Eagles.
First pitch to Hill is inside for ball 1. Bases loaded. 4-0 lead for Martinsburg. But High Point Christian Academy threatening. The pitch from Boomer just misses outside for a ball. 1-1 or 2-0 count. Top of the 4th inning. Michael Lupus with a big 3-run shot earlier in the game to help the Dogs extend a 1-0 lead to 4-0. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Sadovich will come out, speak to Boomer quickly on a 2-1 pitch with 2 outs. Bases loaded for High Point Christian Academy. Game 1 of the Mingo Bay Classic. For Martinsburg later on this evening, we'll have Washington in action at 8:30.
Game pushed back from a 5:30 start just due to the field conditions and having to start a little later due to a lot of rain yesterday.
2-1 is low for ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike. And this game was supposed to be at 12:30.
Yeah, I believe instead of 10, I believe they started the games here at 11. So they just push back everything an hour.
3-1 count, the pitch. Outside for ball 4, so Boomer walks in the first run for High Point Christian Academy, but it will be unearned as we go back to how this inning kind of got the rally going. Dunlap reached on an error. He was then thrown out at the plate from Lupus. Beck reaches on an error, walk to Alfredo, and then Allred, grounds out into a fielder's choice. Sykes strikes out. Hill, though, walks to extend the inning. And Smith coming to the plate, bases still loaded, and now a 4-1 lead for the Bulldogs with 2 away.
And the bases are juiced again. Nick and Martinsburg and Boober just need release one pitch to get out of the inning here.
The pitch to Smith is low for a ball. Seems like Boober maybe losing it a little bit. I mean, he's been in these situations throughout the ball game, but has shut down this High Point Christian team for the most part. First inning was a 1-2-3 on all groundouts. But after that, he's had some situations like this, as this one misses outside for 2 balls and no strikes now. Back in the second, as the bases loaded before getting Allred to strike out looking. Third was a pretty clean inning. He had 2 on, though, and then gets back-to-back strikeouts and eventually gets out of that inning as swing and a miss here for strike 2. So besides that first inning, Boober has been in a situation, whether it be earned runs potentially or unearned runs. This one kind of due to his defense behind him. The 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2. Got Smith to chase one outside. Smith has struck out and grounded out in this ball game. Bases are loaded for the Cougars. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. Boober delivers the 2-2, fouled back into the fence. So Boober continuing to battling. Now up to 78 pitches.
You'd have to imagine that this inning, potentially the next one, be the last one.
2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch from Boober popped up into center field. Camby trying to run it down, and he'll get there for out number 3. High Point Christian Academy scores 1. The Martinsburg still hangs on to a 4-1 lead. We'll be back for the bottom of the 4th right after this. This is West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Laura. Hey, Laura. What's with the sunglasses? Ouch.
The word is spreading. Bechtel Jewelers is home to some dangerously brilliant diamonds.
See the difference at Bechtel Jewelers in Inwood. Sunglasses not included.
Life can get in the way these days. We all know that. Work commitments, social commitments, volunteer commitments, family commitments. You put your heart into all of it. You've got enough to worry about already. Your roof shouldn't be one of those things. Everything should just work. But when your roof is in need of an upgrade, you shouldn't have to worry about that either. Modern Renovations, your 4-state roofing solution. Reminding you that home is where the heart really is.
We welcome you back to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Nick Verzolini alongside me, Spencer Dupuis. 4-1 Martinsburg on top, bottom of the 4th inning. Logan Wilt, the number 9 hitter in the lineup, will lead things off. Begin this 4th inning, and Wilt will take that one outside for ball 1. Next pitch is outside for ball 2. Wilt has done a nice job in the 9-hole when he's been given the bat recently, finding ways to get on base. Not doing a whole lot in terms of getting hits, but he's drawn a few walks here and there in some big situations as he takes that one for strike 1. 2-1 count on Wilt. 4-1 lead for the Dogs, and Wilt fouls that one back into the fence. 2-2. Mingo Bay Classic. Game 1 for Martinsburg. 2-2 count. No outs. The pitch from Lopez. This is a swing and a miss. Strike 3. Logan Wiltz strikes out swinging.
But we've returned ourselves now to the top of the lineup. Hudson Clement.
Yeah, Clement has walked and grounded out so far in this ball game. Walked back in the first. Grounded out in the second. And now coming to the plate here. With one out here in the fourth inning. The pitch to Hudson Clement is inside for a ball. 1-0. Lopez has now thrown 73 pitches this evening, or this afternoon. The 1-0 pitch is outside for ball 2. Tony Lopez, the right-hander for High Point Christian. Working here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Bulldogs up 4-1, and that pitch in there for strike 2.
That barely caught the corner, Nick. But I guess it was kind of the catcher was trying to come over, so maybe that's what my eye saw.
Strike 1, 2-1, a swing and a miss for strike 2. So now 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 away. Clement at the plate. It really seems like Lopez has settled in. I mean, it could have been just a 1-0 ball game.
Had you gotten those outs.
Yeah, but a few errors extended the inning, and then Lupus lifts it out to left field and hits the 3-run jack. Now it's a 1-1 game if that doesn't happen, but or if they're able to get the outs on the errors, I should say. Maybe it's possible that Lupus comes up and still hits a homer, but a solo shot and a 3-run shot are big differences in scoring. So 4-1 our score, and a breaking ball gets Hudson Clement looking for strike 3.
And if you're Clement, obviously not what you want to see, but just got to battle.
Landon Sifford now will bat for the Dogs. Sifford, the Dogs left fielder. Fielder's choice ground out so far for him is 2 at-bats. The next pitch to the first pitch to Landon Sifford in this at-bat is popped up toward first. Key is under it for out number 3. So 1, 2, 3 go to the Dogs. We'll head to the top of the 5th inning. Martinsburg 4, High Point 1. This is West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. We're back at 60.
It's time to play Trump or Consequences. Ready, Jill?
Yep.
Thinking about Alex Mooney and David McKinley in the race for Congress, who did President Donald Trump call strong for our military and a champion for veterans?
Alex Mooney. Gotta be. Mooney knows freedom ain't free.
Right, Jill. Next, who did Trump endorse for Congress?
Alex Mooney. I know Trump backs Mooney.
Correct. Mooney has Trump's complete and total endorsement. Last question. Who broke with Republicans and voted for Joe Biden's spending spree that's driving up inflation?
Who did that?
David McKinley.
So why would a Republican back him?
Good question. Because if you stand with Trump, Alex Mooney is the right answer for Congress.
Paid for by Club for Growth Action. clubforgrowthaction.org and not authorized by any candidate or candidates committee. Club for Growth Action is responsible for the content of this advertising.
We welcome you back to the Mingo Bay Classic in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Martinsburg leading 4-1 over High Point Christian Academy as we begin the 5th inning. And leading off for the Cougars will be, looks like, King to lead things off.
King, Johnson, Dunlap due up.
So King is 0 for 2 today. And he finds himself on a 1-1 count after a swinging strike. 4-1 Martinsburg on top. 5th inning. Boomer remains on the mound for the Bulldogs. Boomer delivers the pitch. A chopper on the ground towards second. Oviedo comes up, fires to first for the out. Carson Boomer gets that first out before the first base runner, which is good to see. There's been a few lead runners getting on this ball game to put Boomer in some tough situations, whether it be an error or a walk early. Boomer's gotten out of them, but that's kind of driven up this pitch count now to 82 pitches. That one misses outside for a ball. 1-0 count on Johnson. Johnson hitting for the pitcher, Lopez.
And you got to wonder how long you keep Boomer in.
Well, we were kind of talking about it. The Dogs don't have too many options out of the bullpen, as that one misses outside for a ball off air, Spencer. And
yeah.
Really, you have Jake Zittel. Isaiah Morris would probably be the guy, I would think.
Can pitch an inning.
Canby has pitched.
He's only pitched one inning, though.
Pitched well. And that was against East Hardy. A whole different level of competition than what you're going up against here today. A 3-0 count. And that one misses inside for ball 4. So Johnson with the 1-out walk. This High Point Christian team were runner-ups in the state of North Carolina last year and have won 2 state championships. 2019 they won one, and 2009 as well. So really for about 12, 11 years they've been a pretty good team. Several Final Fours as well. And first pitch to Dunlap is fouled into the glove for strike 1. So runner on first, 1 out, 4-1 lead for Martinsburg, top of the 5th inning. Boomer looks in to the catcher, Savich, now checks the runner back at first and delivers the 0-1. It's hit into center field. Left center will get down for a base hit. Runner going toward third. Canby coming up firing, and throw is not in time. So that will be runners on second and third for the Cougars with 1 out. Johnson with the double.
And this is where you maybe, if you're Coach Jackson, you come out and you kind of settle him down if you need to, because you still have that lead here. You got a 3-run lead here if you're Boober, and you just need 2 more outs in this inning.
Johnson drew the walk. Dunlap hits the double, and it's runners on second and third with 1 away for the Cougars. Back at the plate, the shortstop looking to potentially get the Cougars on or right back into this game. 4-1 score, and he takes a big swing and a miss there for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 away. Boober looks into his catcher, Savich. Kick, steals, delivers. Breaking ball in there for strike 2. He's got those curves that have frozen Cougar hitters all day when he's really needed one to, and gets that one over for strike 2. 1-2 pitch from Boober. Swing and a miss, strike 3 on an outside breaking ball. Tough pitch to hit. Would have probably been a ball, but he got back to chase. Carson Boober now with 5 strikeouts on the afternoon. A 2-way now in this inning. Again, there's runners in scoring position for High Point Christian Academy. Fodder coming to the plate. Runners on second and third for the Cougars. Boober delivers this pitch and misses inside and high for ball 2. 2-0 count. On a Fodder. 2-0, 2 away. The 4-1 lead for Martinsburg, and the pitch is inside and a little low for ball 3. So far, Fodder has singled and walked in the ball game. Has himself a 3-0 count, the number 8 hitter in the lineup. 2 runners in scoring position. Carson Boomer. Kick, steals, delivers the 3-0 pitch, and that's in there for a strike, right down the heart of the plate. 3-1 count now.
Just need one more out here if you're Boober.
5th inning, Martinsburg leading 4-1. The pitch popped up towards second. Oviedo having trouble reading it, and then Morris calls him off and makes the play for out number 3. A good play by Morris to call off the young second baseman for the final out of the inning, and we'll head to the bottom of the 5th. Martinsburg 4, High Point Christian 1. This is West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Mayhem is everywhere.
I'm your new Bangs, and you can't stop staring at me. That's it. Just tilt the rearview mirror over here. And while you're checking me out more times than a library book, your car is wandering into that lane over there. More bangs? Neat. And if you've got cut rate insurance, you could be paying for this yourself. So get Allstate.
Call Martinsburg Allstate agent Gary Kelly today at 304-263-4596.
A Honda is more than just a vehicle. It's a gateway to spring adventure. Start your adventures with Honda, the brand owners are calling the most fun to drive. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 0.9% APR on a 2022 Honda Pilot and a 1.9% APR on a 2022 Ridgeline, CRV, or Passport. New vehicles are arriving daily at a local Honda dealer.
CMA's Honda of Winchester, 3985 Valley Pike. CMA, moving lives forward.
See dealer for financing details. 2021 ACSI survey of customers rating the performance of their own automobiles.
Bottom of the 5th inning. Martinsburg 4, High Point Christian Academy 1. Isaiah Morris to lead things off for the Bulldogs. Lopez remaining on the mound for the Cougars. The lefty Morris coming to the plate. Martinsburg on top 4-1 here in the 5th inning.
And Nick, update on the Nationals, as you usually hear them on Talk Radio WRNR. They're currently leading 2-1 over the Diamondbacks in a game that was set to be played last night, but due to the weather in the DMV got pushed to a split doubleheader today. Victor Robles finally getting some offense. He doubled in a run. Cesar Hernandez doubled in a run as well. So 2-1 in the top of the 6th inning.
1-0 count here. Now 2-0 as Morris lifts this one in the right field. That ball's got some carry. It will get down for what should be a double. Morris rounding first. And he's in there with the stand-up double to lead off the 5th inning for the Bulldogs.
And he is fired up out there.
Guy with some good power, able to deliver a nice swing of the bat. And Isaiah Morris standing on second base to lead this inning off. Carson Boomer coming to the plate, a chance for him to add some insurance to this Martinsburg lead. He'd certainly like that because he'd be getting the win on the mound if Martinsburg's able to hang on, and this run would help them out. Boomer, hard hit ball up the middle. That will get through for a base hit. Morris rounds third. He's coming across the score. The throw into home is a bouncer, and it gets over the head of the catcher Hill. Morris scores the run. Boomer advances on the throw, and it's 5-1 Martinsburg.
And it's
in
always
game 1 of the Mingo Bay Classic.
It's always nice, Nick, as a pitcher that you can give yourself some offense. And we've got a courtesy runner coming in now, and courtesy of Jason Barrett for State Senate, a conservative fighter for Jefferson and Berkeley counties.
The RBI single from Boober extends the Dogs' lead to 5-1, and we may have a pitching change. It looks like High Point's going to discuss things here on the mound with the Bulldogs leading 5-1 in the 5th. And it looks like we will have a pitching change, so we'll take a 60-second break. When we'll come back, we'll get you that pitcher and have the remainder of this 5th inning. This is West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Hi, George Miller here. I'm proud to be your Republican candidate in the 90th District. I would be honored to be re-elected to serve you once again. I strongly support our Second Amendment rights. I am pro-life, and I'm a constitutionalist first. A vote for George Miller is a vote for veterans, farmers, teachers, law enforcement, and our service personnel. We must protect our freedom and our children. I am open, transparent, and will work for you. Learn more at checkingeorge.com. Vote George Miller in May.
Paid for by George A. Miller.
Not sure where to go or who to trust with your flooring project? And start with Trips Flooring, proudly serving the area for more than 25 years, specializing in floor sanding and refinishing, along with installation of new flooring, including hardwood, tile, vinyl, laminate, carpet, and the hottest trend in flooring, luxury vinyl, tile, and luxury vinyl plank. Are you on a budget? Check out their warehouse, cash and carry, or call 304-229-7009, or visit them online at tripsfloorsanding.com.
Welcome back to Socastee High School here at the Mingo Bay Classic. We got a pitching change for High Point Christian. Number 1, Bryson King coming in, and that ends the day here for the starter for High Point. As let me double check, pull up the stats here. Lopez went 4 innings, 3 hits, 5 runs, 1 earned, 4 walks, and 5 strikeouts, 83 pitches, 48 for strikes, faced 22 batters. Pitching changes brought to you by the Heffley Motor Company, located at 993 Hedgesville Road in Martinsburg. You're local, we're local, so why not buy local? I ride with them, so you should too. And you can now see my commercial with them on TV 10, which you probably heard so far today. Now over to Nick. Back to Nick with the play-by-play.
I was waiting for it, Spencer, but thank you. And hey, you produced 2 new commercials for them.
Yeah, there we go.
And putting in the work on those, and they look good. So
thanks.
Good work. 5-1. Martinsburg on top of High Point Christian Academy. Jordan Canby coming to the plate. Carson Boomer was standing on second, but he is being pinched around for by Groves after the RBI single and then advancing on the throw home. Morris scoring the run to make it 5-1. Canby trying to lay down a bunt. He'll pull it back. And it got over. He still went around, though, so it's strike 1 on Jordan Canby. Canby, the speedster. And center fielder for the Dogs. Grounded out his last time up. Reached on error back in the first inning and was one of the runners to come across the score on the Lupus homer. Canby again squares around, and it goes foul this time. So 0-2 count on Jordan Canby. And they'll probably let him hit here now with 0-2.
And Nick, interesting thing, getting an alert from ESPN. Pitch clock is shaving 20 minutes off minor league games with scoring nearly the same. Stage set for MLB introduction in 2023. Interesting. Yeah. We're going to see pitch clocks in the MLB next year.
Does that necessarily mean that they're coming next year, or that they're going to have to propose it?
Probably have to go through all that nonsense. Or legal.
I don't think I'd
with the
be
players
necessarily
union.
A fan of that.
And he strikes out swinging here. As Canby. Good, Nick?
Yeah, something came up in my throat
there. And how coming to the plate here for Martinsburg is Lupus. Isn't he?
One important part of working with a realtor is great communication. You don't want to stay awake at night wondering about the sale of your home, do you? Judy and Michael wanted to move to Vermont to be closer to their grandkids, so they put a plan in place. They had to reach out to Liz McDonald a few years ago to prepare their home to list without all the last-minute hassles. After making updates to their home, they were ready to list it. Liz ignited her marketing strategy and had an open house with over 100 people viewing the home. Judy and Michael received 12 offers, and they accepted a great offer, which included a free 30-day rent back so they could coordinate their move to Vermont. Are you ready to move on to your dream home but still need to sell your current home? Well, as you know, it can be a hectic process, but it doesn't have to be. Liz McDonald of the Dandridge Realty Group can give you an immediate cash offer for your home without all the large hidden fees. Or she can help you negotiate through multiple offers to get the most money. This is Rob Mario, and if I was selling a home in West Virginia, I would call Liz McDonald. Liz is a friend you can trust. Google the Dandridge Realty Group and get top dollar for your home.
Hi, I'm Sally Hardy. I am asking you to re-elect John Hardy to the West Virginia House. John is my husband of 24 years and an amazing dad to our daughters. I am proud of this hardworking man who runs a successful business, gives back to the community, and is our valuable delegate. John Hardy is a man of values with a heart of service, and he cares about moving West Virginia forward. Re-elect my husband, John Hardy. Visit Delegate John Hardy on Facebook.
Paid for by candidate.
This is Matt Miller, along with my wife, Dale.
As homeowners, we've been through the mortgage process several times, and each time we went to Mark and Cheryl Savitt at the Mortgage Center.
They treat you like family with personal one-on-one service, walking with you through the process from application to settlement.
Plus, low interest rates and closing costs.
The Mortgage Center is on Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
Phone 304-267-9040.
Or online at mortgagefinancing.com. NMLS number 237527, Equal Housing Lender.
No, here I go.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg has a brand new list of daily specials. Monday, stop on in for burger night or enjoy a nice juicy steak every Tuesday and Wednesday. The Palace Lounge also offers freshly steamed shrimp Thursdays and chef specials every Friday and Saturday. Sunday is all-day breakfast and there are drink specials daily too. So come enjoy the Palace Lounge. You can find them on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard.
Field, but it's off the glove. Another run coming in to score. Lupus scores from third. The throw to third. Advancing on the throw is Asanovich. And now a runner coming in to score for the Dogs. So 6-1, Martinsburg on top with 2 outs in the inning. Zittel able to lift one into right field, but Dunlap misplays it, and the error gets the Dogs another run across. So we apologize for those technical difficulties, but Martinsburg now extending the lead to 6-1 here in the 6th inning, and a grounder hit by Wilt toward first. Step on the bag for the final out of the inning. We'll take a 60-second break and then be back with more West Virginia High School baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. Lost my scorebooks.
Not sure where to go or who to trust with your flooring project? And start with Trips Flooring, proudly serving the area for more than 25 years, specializing in floor sanding and refinishing, along with installation of new flooring, including hardwood, tile, vinyl, laminate, carpet, and the hottest trend in flooring, luxury vinyl, tile, and luxury vinyl plank. Are you on a budget? Check out their warehouse, cash and carry, or call 304-229-7009, or visit them online at tripsfloorsanding.com.
Hi, this is Elaine Mock. I am proud to have served as your county clerk. We are excited to have moved the clerk's office into the 21st century. If you elect me, Elaine Mock, to serve, I will continue verifying, indexing, and cross-referencing documents so we can digitize and preserve them for the future. I am an experienced historian. I have 31 years experience teaching locally. I have 11 years serving on the Berkeley County Council. I am the perfect person for this job. Please vote Elaine Mock for Berkeley County Clerk.
Paid for by Mock for the clerk.
Myrtle Beach. Bulldogs on top 6-1. As we head to the bottom of the 6th inning, Carson Boomer remaining on the mound.
97 pitches now, 55 for strikes, 3 hits, 1 run, no earned, 5 walks, 5 strikeouts.
Yeah, he's pitched well. Top of the 6th here. Bulldogs able to get him some more runs, him helping himself out in the last inning with an RBI single. So the RBI single by Boober, and then Lupus hit a single a few minutes later. Eventually, Asanovich would get on and come around to score for the Bulldogs. So 6-1 Martinsburg on top. The pitch lined into center field, and it gets down for a single from Sapp. So the single there by Sapp, and now a leadoff single. Boober remaining on the mound, has a 5-run lead. And it looks like Sykes coming to the plate now. The pitch to Sykes is hit hard into right field. Back-to-back singles for the Cougars. And Martinsburg might want to think about pulling Carson Boomer. But again, he's kind of been in these situations all day where there's been runners on. He's been able to get out of the inning. But here in the middle of the order, they'll at least come out and talk to Boomer. And we'll see if he'll stay in. It's not Coach Byler, so Coach Jackson means he most likely will just kind of go over
mechanics,
how he's feeling out there.
Get him back on the mound there, maybe kind of some strategy about how you pitch to this guy and just try to maybe force it into a double play here and try to get out of this inning a little bit faster than it kind of looks like it. I mean, if you get a double play, you still get 2 outs, but still – try to get out of this inning at all possible. But those insurance runs were really big for Martinsburg now to put them up 6-1 here, Nick.
And Hill, the catcher, as we mentioned, Old Dominion commit, coming to the plate with 2 runners on. It's a great chance for High Point to get back into this ball game after now trailing by 5 against Martinsburg, 6-1 in the top of the 6th inning. You only have a few more opportunities with 6 more outs remaining in this game to come back and take the lead. Boober checks on the runner, delivers the pitch, and it's a swing and a miss, strike 1. Pitch going all the way across the plate to the left-hander, and a tough one to handle. 6-1 lead for the Bulldogs. Boober looks back at the runner on second, delivers that pitch, and it's fouled away. 0-2 count on Hill. So runners on first and second for High Point Christian. Sapp on second. Sykes down there at first after back-to-back singles to begin this inning. Carson Boomer steps back on the mound.
Boober now at 101 pitches on the day, 102nd coming up here right now.
The pitch hit on the ground toward Oviedo at second. He'll try to turn 2. Fires to Clement. Fires back to first. The double play from Martinsburg.
And that's exactly what he needed here at 102 pitches. He can get out of this inning and potentially come in to start the next inning if they want to, and maybe potentially. I mean, you really don't have a lot of options, Nick, pitching-wise. You got Zittel. That may be the guy that's going to come in next inning.
Yeah, either Zittel or Morris could probably finish this one out. But Carson Boomer, again, he's been in some tough situations, but he just continues to work out of it today as he starts Smith with a swinging strike on a off-speed pitch. The sophomore has been impressive, even with runners on the base paths. He's given up just one run. And it's a 6-1 lead for the Bulldogs. Foul off that pitch from Smith, or by Smith. Next pitch is hit on the ground toward third. Lupus charges in, flips it over to Morris. It's a high throw. The run comes across the score, and now Morris slow to get up as he had to leap off the bag to try to make that play. And might have twisted his body in an awkward position.
He's pointing at his leg.
It does not look good for Morris, a guy who just got back after serving a few games suspension, and obviously a guy that's a huge part of this team. And when you have to leap up like that to make an attempt at a play, it's a great effort by Morris, and he landed kind of awkwardly, and you hope it's nothing too serious as he's quickly
up.
Back to his feet.
Best thing you can see right there is that he gets up, Nick.
Yeah. And
he doesn't stay on the ground.
He seems to be walking all right, so that is good, because that is a scary situation when you see a guy kind of land awkwardly on coming down. Your first thought is something really significant could have happened.
And he's going
maybe pulled or tore something, but it appears Morris is
going to stay in the ball game,
which is good to see.
It's great to see, and you know what athleticism he has to be able to go up and make that catch and even attempt to tag. He attempted a tag.
Yeah, and I mean, also saves the runner from advancing into scoring position. Run does it come across the score to make the score 6-2 on the fielder's choice. And that will bring King to the plate. 6-2 lead, runner on first, 2 outs. The pitch from Boober is outside for ball 1. Carson Boomer working on the mound for the Bulldogs. Runner takes his lead off first. Boober kick steals, delivers, and that one's fouled away. 1 ball, 1 strike on King. King on the day struck out back in the 3rd inning, flew out earlier as well, and is 0 for 3 so far. Next pitch to King is found back into the fence.
Right to the left of us, Nick.
Yep, so count sitting at 1 ball and 2 strikes, 2 out in the inning. A runner on first. High Point did get a run across to make it a 4-run game at 6-2. The 1-2 pitch from Boober just fouled away off the end of the bat. Looked to be a little bit behind that pitch, but King still made contact to keep this at-bat and inning alive for the Cougars. Smith standing down there at first base. He'll take his lead. Morris holding the runner. The pitch popped up into center field. Camby gets underneath of that ball and makes the play for out number 3.
What a way to get out of it for Boober.
Yeah, just 1 run comes across the score for High Point Christian, and it's Martinsburg 6. High Point Christian 2 will head to the bottom of the 6th. This is West Virginia High School Baseball and Talk Radio, WRNR and TV 10.
If you're in an accident, the first thing that you have to do is call 911. You have to get medical care immediately.
The next thing you need to do is call us. When you hire us at the Skinner Law Firm, what we do is we are going to investigate your case, and we're going to lay out the options that you have, all at no cost to you.
We will use all of our resources and all of our experience to get you what you deserve.
The Skinner Law Firm, SkinnerFirm.com. Hi, this is Rob Mario. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call 304-262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
We welcome you back to the Mingo Bay Classic. Martinsburg 6, High Point Christian 2. Nick Verzolini alongside me, Spencer Dupuy. And Spencer, we have a pitching change again. It will be a forwarder coming in to pitch for King to begin this bottom of the 6th inning.
Those are brought to you by the Heffley Motor Company, located at 993 Hedgesville Road in Martinsburg. You're local, we're local, so why not buy a local? I ride with them, so you should too. Gave me a great deal on a pre-owned 2016 Ford Edge. Low, under 100 or about 100,000 miles. Great value for what I was getting, Nick. If you ever need a new car, you got to go to Heffley.
That you do.
Your car's getting up there in miles.
It is. I'm not
Maybe
getting up there, though,
and
wanting to pay for a new car.
Hey, I didn't want to till I had to.
Right, but if I do have to, Heffley Motor would be a good place to go because you ride with them, so I should too.
Yeah.
According to the ad read. But Hudson Clement coming to the plate for Martinsburg to lead things off. Bulldogs with a 4-run lead as we begin the bottom of the 6th inning. New pitcher on the mound for High Point Christian Academy, a team that was the state runner-ups in high school baseball a season ago. And the first pitch to Clement is in there for strike 1. Hudson so far on the afternoon finds himself 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out and a walk.
Yeah, he walked his first time up, Nick.
Led the game off with a walk, and he fouls this pitch off to lead off this inning. Oh, 0-2 count. The 0-2 pitch is outside for ball 1. 1-2 on Hudson Clement. Clement, the senior shortstop for the Dogs, digs back in on a 1-2 pitch. 6-2 lead for Martinsburg, and that breaking ball got him looking for strike 3. Hudson knew it as soon as it hit the catcher's glove that was going to be the final strike of the at-bat, as it was a nasty breaking ball from Offenher. Sifford coming to the plate now. And that one misses outside for ball 1. Landed Sifford on the day. Fielder's choice and a ground out. A pair of ground outs so far. For 3 as well, and Sifford pops this one foul. Due up Isaiah Morris. He had the double back in the 5th inning to get the rally started before Boober drove him in on an RBI single. Helped Martinsburg extend the lead out to what it is now. It's 6-2, 4 runs. Next one, swing and a miss for strike number 3, and it's back-to-back strikeouts to begin this bottom of the 6th inning, and Isaiah Morris now coming to the plate. Morris again with the double last time, a walk and a fielder's choice so far today. And Isaiah Morris sends one slow roller toward the pitcher. He'll fire to first for the final out of the inning. Well, into the 7th, Martinsburg 6. High Point Christian Academy 2. We're back for the 7th inning right after this.
Looking for some nightlife? Then look no further. Laddie's Bar and Grill has a full bar and kitchen, pool table, and entertainment with great food at affordable prices. You can dine in or carry out by calling us at 304-263-5233. Laddie's is open Monday through Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 3 a.m. and Sundays from 10 a.m. to 3 a.m. We serve breakfast all day long, and our lunch and dinner specials are posted every day on our Facebook page. So stop on in to Laddie's Bar and Grill, located at 107 Lutz Avenue in Martinsburg.
Insurance companies like to play games. They say they're on your side, but they aren't. We have a team that can handle any curveball they throw. At Burke, Schultz, Harmon & Jenkinson, you get a dedicated lawyer, and every case gets a team effort. So you get nearly 150 combined years of experience going to bat for you. And we like to win. Join the team that takes your personal injury case seriously. Burke, Schultz, Harmon & Jenkinson. We play hardball.
We welcome you back to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, the Mingo Bay Classic. And we got another pitching change, Spencer. It looks like Isaiah Morris will close things out for the Dogs, leading 6-2.
Grit is all I got to say after that kind of tumble he took there at first base.
Yeah, Isaiah Morris has done well for Martinsburg, this season in relief, and had a big double to help that run come across, and then was driven in. And, yeah, we saw him go down with what looked to be maybe a scary injury on a wild throw to first, but able to get back up and luckily appears to be fine. So that's good to see for the Dogs because they've had already, enough injuries this season with pitchers, Caleb Edwards and others, along with Joe Paulson, who both had injuries at times this season. So good to see Morris all right and back out there on the mound now to try to close out and get the Dogs this first round win. Walker Hall will take over at first base, and Boober will take over at second. Oviedo checking out of the ball game. Leading off this inning, Johnson for High Point. And he'll take the first pitch for a ball. It's Johnson back and Offerter to lead off this inning. And a 1-0 count. Now a 2-0 count should be, I believe. The count's still at 1-0 as that one misses outside for a ball. 2 balls, no strikes now.
Yeah, Nick, obviously, if you're Morris, you're just trying to grit through this inning, obviously coming in of relief. Not, one of 2 pitchers most likely available if you're the Dogs. It's a great strike to come back there.
Yep, on the 2-0, gets him looking for strike 1. This bottom of the order has done a good bit of damage to the Dogs out of compared to really the bottom middle, I should say. Johnson, the 5-hole hitter. As he takes a big hack at that one, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Johnson has walked in this ball game. Dunlap has a double. He's due up. This one pop fly behind first, and Boober runs over, calls off Wilt and Morris, and makes the play for out number 1.
Yeah, great job by Boober there to make that play, coming all the way there from second base.
And that will bring Dunlap to the plate. Dunlap struck out, reached on error, had a single earlier in the ball game. He's 1 for 2. Takes the first pitch for a first pitch strike. Lefty versus lefty matchup is Isaiah Morris on the mound for the Bulldogs. Morris now working on an 0-1 count. 6-2 lead for Martinsburg. The 0-1 pitch. Hits that outside corner for strike number 2. Morris steps back on the mound. 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. It's fouled away by Dunlap. Continuing to fight for this High Point Christian Academy team. 6-2 lead. 0-2 count. If Martinsburg's able to hold on, it's a great win.
Yeah,
Talk
definitely.
about this team as a power in the state of North Carolina. And, watching them warm up and stuff, like, Coach knew it would be a challenge. Coach Byler was talking to me. He was like, this will be a tough one for us, but he thought his guys were up to it, and they have so far prevailed as Boomer fields that one on the ground ball and fires to Hall for out number 2. So just 1 out away from a first-round win for Martinsburg in the Mingo Bay Classic.
Yeah, it'd be a pool victory here today, and this would help them feed to where their matchup will be come Friday and Saturday. Obviously, you still got Wednesday and Thursday to go here, but a big opening pool victory would be huge for Martinsburg here. And now it would be 4 in a row after losing 2 straight.
Yeah, it'd be a really good bounce back for the Dogs as that one fouled away by Beck. I believe it will be the 3-0 teams will all be placed in the bracket at 1-2, 2-1s, and 0-3.
Yeah.
That's what I understand it to be, so could go down here and begin at least be in the 1-2 bracket with a win, obviously. And the first pitch is popped up towards second. Walker Hall comes over and makes the play for out number 3, and the Bulldogs get the win over High Point Christian Academy 6-2. And a great way to start off this game down here in Myrtle Beach. We'll take a 2-minute break. On the other side of that break, we'll begin the Palace Lounge post-game show. This is West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. We're back in 2 minutes.
Hi, I'm Sally Hardy. I am asking you to re-elect John Hardy to the West Virginia House. John is my husband of 24 years and an amazing dad to our daughters. I am proud of this hardworking man who runs a successful business, gives back to the community, and is our valuable delegate. John Hardy is a man of values with a heart of service, and he cares about moving West Virginia forward. Re-elect my husband, John Hardy. Visit Delegate John Hardy on Facebook.
Paid for by candidate.
WVU Medicine is pleased to introduce 6 new providers who've joined our medical staffs at Berkeley Medical Center, Jefferson Medical Center, and University Healthcare Physicians. Dr. Safdar Akbar, Emergency Medicine. Physician's Assistant Misty Hunsader, Interventional Radiology. Nurse Practitioner Elena Diggs, Urgent Care. Physician's Assistant Catherine Lee, Emergency Medicine. Psychiatrist David Marks, Family Medicine, Psychology. And Physician's Assistant Stephanie Mabey, Neurology. WVU Medicine, growing to meet the needs of our community.
It's time to play Trump or Consequences. Ready, Jill?
Yep.
Thinking about Alex Mooney and David McKinley in the race for Congress, who did President Donald Trump call strong for our military and a champion for veterans?
Alex Mooney. Gotta be. Mooney knows freedom ain't free.
Right, Jill. Next, who did Trump endorse for Congress?
Alex Mooney. I know Trump backs Mooney.
Correct. Mooney has Trump's complete and total endorsement. Last question. Who broke with Republicans and voted for Joe Biden's spending spree that's driving up inflation?
Who did that?
David McKinley.
So why would a Republican back him?
Good question. Because if you stand with Trump, Alex Mooney is the right answer for Congress.
Paid for by Club for Growth Action. ClubForGrowthAction.org and not authorized by any candidate or candidates committee. Club for Growth Action is responsible for the content of this advertising.
The game may be over, but don't go away just yet. We've got a complete game recap, analysis, stats, the player of the game, and we'll prepare you for our next broadcast. All on the postgame show. Today's game broadcast has been brought to you by
Cody's Auto Body, Laddie's Bar and Grill, Trips Flooring, The Mortgage Center, Gary Kelly Allstate Insurance, Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson, the Heffley Motor Company, the Palace Lounge, Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies, Milestone Realty, and by WVU Medicine, Berkeley, and Jefferson Medical Centers.
So let's return to the field and rejoin our Talk Radio WRNR broadcast team.
A home run, a 3-run shot, the first of the season for the Dogs coming off the bat of Michael Lupus. Gives Martinsburg then a 4-0 lead at the end of the first inning. Second and third innings for both teams were scoreless. High Point cuts into that lead with a run coming across in the 4th, but Martinsburg adds 2 insurance runs in the 5th. It starts with the double by Isaiah Morris and then a single by Carson Boomer to give Martinsburg at that point a 6-1 lead. 1 run coming across the score for High Point in the 6th inning, making it 6-2, and the Bulldogs hold them scoreless in the 7th to win this ball game 6-2 on just 4 hits, 3 errors. High Point 2 runs on 6 hits, 2 errors. And once again, that was your game summary. We'll get into the game stats now for the two teams. Dogs with hits today. Morris with 1 for 3 with 2 runs scored. Boober 1 for 2 with an RBI. Lupus 1 for 1 with the 3-run homer. 2 runs, 2 walks for him. Asanovich 1 for 2. And that, again, totals for 4 of 24 at the plate for the Dogs. 4 RBIs, 5 walks. And the big 3-run homer from Lupus, Boober, 6 innings, 6 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned, 5 walks, 5 strikeouts. Morris, 1 inning pitching, no hits, no walks, or no strikeouts. Sykes goes for 1 hit, Hill with 1 hit, 1 hit for Smith, 1 hit from Dunlap. And Otterfar gets a hit as long as Sapp for High Point Christian, so that's 6 hits for them. Lopez goes 4 innings on the mound, 3 hits, 5 runs, 1 earned, 4 walks, 5 strikeouts. Solid outing after the home run for him, but once he got down, really couldn't get his team back into it, despite only 1 of those runs being earned. King goes an inning, Otterfar goes an inning, and that will do it for the game stats, brought to you by Milestone Real Estate Group. Chris Ross and the Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. Buying or selling a home, call 304-579-7349 or go to callchrisross.com. And then Spencer, who is your WVU Medicine player of the game?
I think this is pretty obvious. Martinsburg had yet coming into this game to hit a home run, and Michael Lupus launched one into the jet stream, out into left field, out past the fence. First home run of the year for Lupus, or for Martinsburg at all, and that's got to be your WVU Medicine player of the game. Martinsburg really, at that point in the game, should have been out of the inning.
Yeah.
But they were able to kind of earn some runs, get some base runners on off errors, and just take some walks and just get there, be patient, and then they were able to do something really good, and that was hit a home run in, which ultimately helped them win today.
All right, so that is your WVU Medicine player of the game. Berkeley and Jefferson Medical Centers leading healthcare here and everywhere. Stay tuned. I guess Avery will have a postman.
The man to make the legend, the intern, the former intern, now turned paid employee, is going to be at WRNR all day.
All right.
Shout out to him back in the studio.
Good work from Avery, so we'll hear from him after
Good work from Colin as well.
2-minute break for Avery Newport, Colin McLaughlin, Spencer Dupuis. I'm Nick Verzolini. Again, 8:30, we'll have Washington.
8:10 pregame.
We'll have Washington baseball action. This is Ben, West Virginia High School Baseball, Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. Have a good rest of your afternoon, everyone.
Are you considering selling your home and don't know where to start? Then call Chris Ross and the Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. A Martinsburg High School graduate, Chris knows the local market, and he's proven it as #1 real estate team in West Virginia in 2019. Phone Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams at 304-579-7349 or go to callchrisross.com. Let's celebrate your real estate milestone together.
Before the invitation and the dress, the flowers, cake, candles, or vows, there is an answer to a question proposed with a ring.
Bechtel Jewelers knows that an important part of your wedding happens before the I-dos. We're a diamond store with an engagement and bridal jewelry selection that's both exciting and accessible.
On the big day, there's everything else, and there's the ring. Make sure you get this one right at Bechtel Jewelers in Inwood.
Life can get in the way these days. We all know that. Work commitments, social commitments, volunteer commitments, family commitments. You put your heart into all of it. You've got enough to worry about already. Your roof shouldn't be one of those things. Everything should just work. But when your roof is in need of an upgrade, you shouldn't have to worry about that either. Modern Renovations, your 4-state roofing solution. Reminding you that home is where the heart really is.
I'm Jason Barrett. I'm running for state senate because I believe it's time to build an even better West Virginia. That starts with a less burdensome tax policy, reliable internet service, a strong education system, and a robust tourism industry. I believe this building starts right here in Jefferson and Berkeley counties. I ask for your support and your vote in the May 10th Republican primary.
Paid for by Friends of Jason Barrett.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome inside the Talk Radio WRNR studios here for the Modern Realty Results post-game scoreboard show brought to you by Modern Realty Results. Larry DeMarco and his experienced team handle each and every transaction with honesty and integrity. Go to modernrealtyresults.com for more. My name is Avery Newport. Now let's get into some scores from today. Of course, if you're just watching our game earlier, you saw the Martinsburg Bulldogs win their opener in the Mingo Bay Classic over High Point Christian. 6-2 was the final score there. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at some other scores from around the professional world. We'll go now to Major League Baseball, where the Nationals are in action today in Nats Park. In Game 1 of a doubleheader against the Arizona Diamondbacks, they currently lead that game 3-1 in the bottom of the 8th inning. There, and now let's go over to New York, where the Mets and Giants are in action. That one just got started. Bottom of the 2nd is where they are currently. The Giants lead the Mets 2-1 in that game. Now let's take a look at some games that have yet to be played, some games on tap for tonight in Major League Baseball. The Yankees will travel to Detroit to face the Tigers at 6:40. Also at 6:40, the Cardinals will travel to Miami to play the Marlins. The Diamondbacks and Nats will play Game 2 of their doubleheader tonight at 7:05. And then later on at 7:10, the Blue Jays will battle the Red Sox in Boston in a battle of AL East rivals. At 7:40, the Pirates will travel to Milwaukee to play the Milwaukee Brewers. At 7:40, the Giants and Mets will play Game 2 of their doubleheader there at Citi Field. 7:40, again, the Rays and the Cubs will do battle at Wrigley Field in Chicago. At 8:10, the Angels and Astros will play in a divisional battle. The Twins will play the Royals in yet another divisional game here today, also starting at 8:10. At 8:40, the Phillies will travel to the Mile High City to play the Colorado Rockies. And at 9:40, the Baltimore Orioles are on the road. They will play the Oakland A's out there at the Oakland Coliseum. Once again, game starting at 9:40. Also at 9:40, the Reds will travel to San Diego to play the Padres, and the Mariners will host the Texas Rangers at 9:40. And then the late game tonight, the Braves will play the Dodgers at Dodger Stadium. That game is starting at 10:10 p.m. So that's your roundup so far for Major League Baseball. Now let's go ahead and take a look at some games tonight in the National Basketball Association. 3 games on tap, all of which are Game 2s in the NBA playoffs at 7:30 p.m. on TNT. The Hawks will travel to Miami to take on the Heat in Game 2. Miami leads that series 1-0. At 8:30 on NBA TV, the Minnesota Timberwolves will play the Memphis Grizzlies in Memphis. Minnesota leads that series 1-0. And then at 10 o'clock on TNT, the New Orleans Pelicans will play the Phoenix Suns, the top team in the NBA this year. Phoenix leads that series 1-0. So that is your roundup in the NBA. Now let's quickly go over some NHL scores and some NHL games from today. Some notable games on tap. The Jets will play the Rangers at 7 p.m. That game is on ESPN+. The 54-win Florida Panthers will play the New York Islanders at 7:30 on ESPN+. The Bruins and the Blues will play in an important game there on ESPN+ Hockey Night. That game will start at 8 p.m. And some other important games today. The Flames will play the Predators in Nashville, also starting at 8. So those are some scores for you in the professional world, folks. Later on tonight, we will have more coverage of the Mingo Bay Classic from Myrtle Beach in South Carolina. Game 2 of our coverage today will begin at 8:30 with the pregame show at 8:10 between Waccamaw and the Washington Patriots. Well, that will do it for the early edition, I should say, of the Modern Realty Results Scoreboard Show. My name is Avery Newport. Thank you all so much for tuning in to today's first broadcast of the Mingo Bay Classic. Stay tuned at 8:10 tonight. We'll have pregame coverage of game number 2 of the Mingo Bay Classic between Waccamaw and Washington. Have a good afternoon, everybody.
Providing reliable protection since 1877, we are Farmers and Mechanic Insurance Companies. For over a century, we have been dedicated to provide dependable insurance protection and excellent customer service. We specialize in auto, home, farm, and business insurance. Our products are backed with personal, hands-on service. You can trust us to protect what matters most to you. For all of your insurance needs, there's Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
You've been listening to West Virginia High School Baseball. Today's game broadcast has been brought to you by
Bechtel Jewelers, the Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations, CMA Honda of Winchester, Hagerstown Ford, the Mansion Ferretti Law Firm, the Mountaineer Grill and Pub, the Mirius Group of Financial Advisors, Orsini's Home Store, Kent Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, Modern Realty Results, and the Skinner Law Firm.
For the continued excitement of high school, college, and Major League Baseball, keep it tuned to FM 106.5, AM 740, Comcast Cable Channel 10, and online talkradio WRNR.com. All rights reserved.